So I'm bringing up Jared Burnett, again, a colleague of mine who I was introduced to when I first started learning about the power of this business. And I'm super excited for you guys to hear his story tonight because it's real. It's authentic. And that's really, I think, what people are asking when they take a look at this. Is it true? Could I be making thousands 3 months from now? Yes, you can. And so, Jared, I'm going to hand it over to you and let you share your story. Thanks for being on tonight.
Thank you for having me, Rachel. So, everyone that's listening tonight, whoever invited you here, be grateful to those people that they thought about you enough to share this with you. And, Rachel, thanks for giving of your time to share this with people because it can be life changing, like it was for you and like it was for me. So, guys, my name's Jared Burnett. My wife Heather and I, we live in Tampa, Florida. Here's a picture of my family, my wife, my four boys, and we've been married for 28 years. But here's where we were when we took a look at Live Pure. It was well over a decade ago that I was a small business owner, traditional business, brick and mortar stores. I was in the wireless industry. And in '07, '08, the economy was way down. My wireless stores were suffering, and we only had one stream of income. And my wife, I had always worked hard as an entrepreneur, so my wife could be a stay-at-home mom. She always helped me in business, but we didn't want daycare to raise our kids, and so that's why I've always been an entrepreneur. Well, our income was down, the economy was down, much like the world we're living in today, where families are struggling. And we were struggling big time because we had dumped all of our money into a small business that was now failing, and that was our only stream of income. So we were praying for something. We really felt like God brought this into our lives at the perfect time, even though financially it felt like chaos in our lives. Sometimes God will send you something when you're in a difficult space. And so that's the way this was for us. So we took a look at this, guys, and, some people say, oh, is it this? Is it that? I just looked at this as business because I'm a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. And I saw products that made sense to the marketplace. At first, Rachel, I wasn't even looking at if I like them or not. I said, does this make sense from a business perspective to the marketplace? These products are simple, clean, they're consumable, which creates residual income. I said, this is stuff that me and my family would use. And so why, as a husband and a father, why would I not want my family to be more healthy? So at least I would want to join and get the products. And so, but I saw a comp plan, guys, and a company that I could get behind and believe in. And the more you learn about this company, the more you will understand this is a real American company that American families should believe in. That stands for the right things, does the right things, does not compromise on the things that are important when it comes to quality or just doing the right thing. So I saw all that, but I saw a compensation plan, Rachel, that I knew was going to pay big money to people. And I knew this company was going to be big, whether I got involved or not. And so here's what I did, Rachel. I sold my golf clubs and I had a garage sale so that I could buy one of those starter packs that you're talking about earlier. So, guys, I literally sold my golf clubs, my ping golf clubs. And my buddies would be calling me the next few weeks and we're going golfing. I said, I can't. I'm launching a business. So I bought a starter pack. And here's all I did. you know, we've made a lot of money in this business. I'm about to share with you guys, but here's what I did to launch my business and start earning a big income pretty quickly is I just thought of all the people that I knew and I just asked them to take a look. That's all I did. Just like tonight, someone's asking you to take a look. Um, I just went out and my goal was to try to ask 90 people in 90 days to take a look, which I think anybody can do. Most of us start this, we have a job or a business, we're doing this part time. That's the way I was when I started, it's the way Rachel was. And so 90 days, 90 people to take a look. And I didn't even quite hit my goal, Rachel. I came close, but I didn't hit it. But 28 people said yes at some level or another. But out of those 28 people that joined my team, 8 of them really wanted to go out and take some action and do the same thing and build a business and earn income. And all I did was work with them to teach them how to ask people to take a look at something. And guys, some people said yes, and it continued to grow. Ended up turning into over 800 households getting involved and purchasing these products on a monthly basis, just like Rachel talked about, from 8 to 800. And at the end of the year, I had made over $200,000 my first year, was able to get us out of debt, just relieve all this financial stress from a failing business. And at the end of those 12 months, Rachel, we had a residual income of over $25,000 a month. So then what we did is we just went out and started teaching other people how to do what we do and keep this very simple. And as you and I know, Rachel, people complicate this. And when people just keep it simple and follow a plan like you have for your team, they're going to win. So we did that. We doubled the next year. It went to over $1 million a year income. My wife and I have now, earned millions of dollars. We've been able to do things we always dreamed about. This has surpassed our dreams. Okay. We wanted freedom. We didn't, just like Rachel said, she didn't come here for the money. She saw how powerful these products were, but she understands in her life and her family, money's important to get you the things that you want in life or for your kids. So, as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking at things from the money standpoint, but I came here for freedom. Because see, as an entrepreneur, I do know how to make money in other areas. Even though when I got involved here, I had a failing business. Now I'm a real estate investor. I own restaurants. I've bought and sold hotels. This business has given my wife and I the opportunity to do those things. But I came here for freedom. And I'm going to tell you, I'll end with this, and I'm going to hand it back to Rachel. Is a lot of people out there in this economy, in the current state of the United States of America, in 2025, people are working harder than they've worked ever before, but they're getting less results because they've bought into a plan that the system sold us. Okay. And what Rachel has learned is we have found a better plan. The way the world does business has changed. So if you're not evolving into the new economy and you don't understand that everything has changed, you will get left in the dust. There's Harvard graduates right now, Harvard Law School graduates that are accepting jobs of $65,000 a year. They can't even pay their student loans. They can't even afford an apartment in New York or Boston or Los Angeles. Okay, the world has completely changed. So you have to rethink the way you think about business. Where if you have one of these or a laptop and you have a mentor, someone that is proven to succeed and build business like a Rachel Garcia and many others that are a part of this, then all you have to do is bring a work ethic to the table. I mean, even at the bigger package, like right at $2,000 or under $2,000, this is ridiculous to be able to get started in a business like this and have proven mentorship with people that have not only won themselves, but they have helped other people win. So guys, it's been life-changing to me. It's set up our family for years and years. Rachel, I'll turn it back to you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much for being on tonight.
One thing I want to say, if you're listening to this tonight, sorry.
Okay.
Rachel has made a lot of money. She knows how to build this business. And what you don't want to do is get involved and just start trying all these different things. What I want you to understand is there is a proven plan. And if you are teachable, coachable, and willing to follow directions, she will take you to wherever you want to go in this business. So Rachel, thank you for being on. You're one of the best in the industry. Thank you.
I just flooded myself with this plant-based nutrition so the body could heal itself. All of a sudden, everything started to go back to normal. The sleep was better. Hot flashes, they're gone. My bowels, I'm like a champ. Inflammation, it's like two different people. This is not from exercise, everybody. This is from nutrition. This is from supplements and skincare.
To purchase products or get more information, go to savemyfreedom.us. Click Get Healthy. 601-301-3503.
Multiple streams of income is always important because you never know what's going to happen. Your company that you're working for could get bought out. You could get fired. Things change.
Multiple income streams are a must. The best passive and residual income. Monthly checks. A little bit of work, smidgen of work in the beginning, which maybe it's just a few phone calls. That's it. I've been doing these shows for a lot of years, and a lot of the times it's been a one-way conversation. So I'm opening that up. That's why we have a Facebook group called Change Your Life Challenge on Facebook, which I encourage you to go ahead and join and help and start promoting yourself. That's what it's designed for. It's designed so that there's interaction, collaboration, and networking. So you've been watching these shows for a while. Now let's actually take some real action and get to know one another and help support each other, promote each other, buy each other's products and services, and work together. If you're interested, go ahead and book a call. It's www. Do people say that anymore? MichelleSwinnick.com, MichelleSwinnick.com. Book a call, and you'll see all of the different opportunities that we have, from the lead generation to the multiple streams of income to the opportunity with Live Pure. You want to talk passive and residual? You're going to hear about that in a second. But these are all the awesome ways that you can 2.0 your income, business, and life. AI is coming for your jobs and your business. So make as much money as you can. My advice is make as much money as you can right now. Put your head down and work your rear ends off and bring in that cash. Because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know how soon things are going to happen that you're going to be in those situations. And if you are like 67% of Americans where you're living paycheck to paycheck, are you sick of it yet? Are you sick of living paycheck to paycheck? You don't have to. There are other ways to bring in residual income, passive income, other multiple streams of income right now while you're still working at your existing jobs. And it only takes 30 minutes a day. Why would you not? 30 minutes left on scrolling into Never Land on social media and doing stupid stuff, watching stupid TV shows. Cut the cable. I just made you $150, $160. Okay? Make some smart decisions. 2.0 your income, your business, and life. You could start doing it today. Stop being sick and tired of being sick and tired and broke. You don't have to be broke anymore. 76.4% of Americans suffer a chronic disease. You don't have to be sick and you don't have to be broke. That ends today. Make the decision. Join SaveMyFreedom.us, SaveMyFreedom.us. Lots of information on there. But if you're serious and you want options and you're sick of being sick, and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're sick and tired of being broke, you don't have to live that way anymore. Book a call, MichelleSwinnick.com. We've got all the solutions. We're actively doing it, and you have a team and coaching and tools and a team with you the entire way, so you're not doing it alone. Please book a call. If you're not ready, SaveMyFreedom.us, join, start reading, start watching the shows, pray, plan, take action, and come do it with us. You don't have to do this alone. It's silly. Change your life today. 2.0 your income, business, and life. Come join us. It's fun on this side.
Never depend on a single income. Make an investment to create a second source. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Warren Buffett. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Ecclesiastes 11:2.
Tools and the resources. There's so many of them out there. As you said, there's no room for victimhood
Right.
because the tools are there. You just have to want to do it. But part of the show, why I'm doing it, is so people like you can be found and people can get those tools and they can change their lives, because you don't have to go through what you went through, and they don't have to go through the personal things that I've gone through, because we found solutions. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
Solutions and feeling like you belong.
One of the main purposes of doing this 2.0 your show, 2.0 everything, 2.0 you, because I have 2.0 myself, right? Just in the past 6 months alone, you wouldn't even recognize me, what I look like, no less, how I feel inside, and what I'm doing, and what my goals are about helping people and changing lives. It's all about repositioning this, okay? Because we're always doing this. And we're not seeing that if we just went like this, the opportunities right here. And before we got on, because I'm always big into the database of diamonds, this is your phone. Do you know that there's millions of dollars sitting in here in the power of the contacts of the people that you haven't even tapped into, regardless of it is even opportunities that have nothing to do with business. Let's just say you're single. There's a husband or wife sitting in here. You don't even know it because you haven't even tapped in to the resources for all of the contacts that you have met over your whole life, right? And I know that there's some good ones. And then you don't know who they know. And if you haven't talked to somebody in a couple years, could you imagine if you know that you have grown or you have changed and you have become, let's just say, a better person? And I'm using quotes because it's fun. So now you have a bunch of people you haven't talked to in a couple years and they've gone through the same process. Now, can you imagine how many people that they know that you need to know now that could actually take you even further in whatever it is that you're doing, even just from your own personal growth? It's mind-blowing. It's all right here. And what's the cost? $0. $0. So again, it goes back to collaboration and networking.
Will you still be here in 3 years' time? That's a big question on many, many people's lips because of the AI tsunami that's coming down the line now. Hey there, my name is Steve Brossman, 9 times best-selling author, primarily in marketing and sales, and creator of the Human Leverage Factor. For the last 12 months, I've actually been working with a group of people at the highest level who are creating artificial intelligence for many larger organizations. And I've seen what's coming down the pipeline. Now, I was listening to an expert just yesterday, and the way that he broke it down, I thought I've got to share it with you, not only to give you the warning, but also give you some ideas on how you can leverage that. And the way he broke it down was absolutely brilliant. There's going to be 3 groups of businesses and business people and types in the coming world. There's what we call the builders, and they're not just the house builders, but they're those who actually do build something. They're those who are the skilled trades, the manual workers, those who are out there that are not really at risk. The AI might actually enhance their business, but I actually heard Gary Vaynerchuk the other day saying that the builders, the tradies, the electricians, the baggage handlers, they're not really concerned about AI and what's going to happen because their job is going to be safe. There are those that are in that area who do build things, particularly in IT, computer and technical engineers, chemical engineers. Those sorts of people are going to be very vulnerable. So there's around about 20% of that group who are at risk of either losing, being replaced, or having to modify the way that they work. The biggest one, unfortunately, are the thinkers. Those of you who sell your knowledge, your skills, or your expertise as your prime service offering. And really, that's been my market, my group, the people that I've helped the most over the last 20 years, helping create their unique authority positioning, get it out there. However, if you just accept what's going to happen, if you are going to be one of the lazy ones who just leverage AI, and look, these days you can actually type in your website, you can type in a few keywords, and all of your marketing for the month is done for you. Unfortunately, it's going to sound and look the same as just about all the others. So if you are a coach, a consultant, those in accountancy, those in the financial services, brokers, planners, business, IT and lifestyle service providers, even some medical, are going to become redundant and replaced by some of the AI that is coming down right now. So what they're predicting is if you are in one of those industries, 60% of you will not be here in the next 2 to 3 years. Those who are going to be here are going to be those unique authorities, those that are creative and judgment-based, artists, strategists and designers. Those of you are fairly safe, but there may be some modifications in what you do. So have a look at what you are doing right now. And if you are a coach, consultant, planner, accountant, broker, if you're in that space, have a look at what you are doing to protect yourself going forward. And I'm going to share some insights as to what it is that you can do. Now, the other group that they were talking about are the actual carers, those who need to be here for human-to-human contact. Now, they may be in the aged care, they may be frontliners, nurses, first responders, those who are essential in the human-to-human world. Now, some of those will be replaced, and many of those will be in the support staff and the admin staff in those particular areas. So the carer industry, they will be relatively safe because of the needs of the human aspect. Those in the builder space, who are those who use their manual labour and some of their thought processes to build things, some of those will become redundant, but many of you will be okay. But it's you guys, my people, the people that I work with in the middle, who sell your knowledge, your skills, or your expertise. And much of that is going to be replaced. But you're not going to beat AI. You're not going to beat the tsunami. It's coming. It's a wave. In fact, one of the people that I was in contact with just 9 months ago, and she was somebody that was in the author authority book production space and helping people with that. And she was doing okay. Just a couple of weeks ago, she was reaching out basically saying most of her business is gone, because she has been replaced by a lot of the technology that is out there right now. So what you really do need to do is, what is your human factor? How can you leverage that? How can you rise above others that are not, and you're going to be the one that stands out? If you're just going to sit out there and be what we call the A, an accountant, a consultant, a broker, a planner, then you're going to be swallowed up. You're going to need to put in the time, you're going to need to put in the effort, and you're going to need to highlight and rise above and really excel at being able to do that human to human. So people know who you are, you can understand, you can work with these people in a totally different way, because if you do what you've always done, you will be spat out the door. You've got to be able to leverage the human factor and then rise above those who don't. It's coming, it has started, and you can't put it off, because very soon there's going to be things coming out that will take your job.
Multiple income streams are a must. You just watched information about AI, which is coming for your jobs and your business. So in the meantime, before that happens, how are you going to get prepared? Multiple income streams. The best, passive and residual income.
I'm so passionate about getting the message out that you don't have to be sick and you don't have to be broke. See, there's two paths that you can take when you're starting to partner with Live Pure in the sense of starting a business. We're not talking about customers in this overview. We're talking about you're ready to invest some money and see some return on your investment very quickly. You can invest $1,990 or you can invest $729. You choose. Let me show you the difference. Either one, you're going to subscribe for $165 a month of product. That must happen for you to get the paychecks I'm about to talk about. You're immediately going to go find two people who are interested in doing the exact same thing as you. This is one of the bonuses that I'm going to be basing your income on. The company pays 7 different ways. This is just one of those ways. It's called the team bonus. And if you come in with that $790 investment and immediately go find two people to do the same thing, at the end of week 2, you will have made $50 in the team bonus. At the end of week 3, you'll now have 2 new brand partners on each of your teams that have come in with that $790 order, and you'll have made $100 in your team bonus. At the end of week 4, you'll have made $200. At the end of week 5, you'll be making $400 that week. Let's fast forward down to week 9 and look at that check for that week would be $6,400. Let me break it down for you. With that $729 investment, you'll have made $800 in 1 month. So essentially you'll have made your investment back in 1 month. You'll have made $13,200 in 9 weeks, and you'll be locked in to make $6,000 per week starting week 9. This is assuming that you have 256 new brand partners joining your team that week. This is pretty powerful, guys. And so what's going to happen if you start with the VIP package? It jumps. That first week that you have 2 new people joining you, you'll make a $150 team bonus. Remember, there's 6 other bonuses. I'm not talking about that. By week 3, you'll have made $300 that week. Week 4, you'll make $600 that week. Week 5, you'll make $1,200. Let's jump down to week 9. You'll be making $12,500 per week in the team bonus. This is what it looks like. You come in with a $1,990 investment. You're going to make $2,900 your first month. So you've more than made your investment back in 4 weeks. At the 9-week mark, you'll have made $33,400. And you will be making $12,500 per week starting week 9. Here's the key between the two different starting points. With the VIP package, not only are you getting the additional bonus payouts, but you are getting additional products from the company for your entire family to consume rather than just you. You're getting access to VIP mentoring and coaching from the top earners in this company, weekly Q&A calls, access to the leadership retreats that those top leaders put on for you. You're going to get increased commissions from the company for the next 6 months. You're going to get launch calls, mentoring and coaching that is only available to the VIPs. I'm so passionate about getting the message out that you don't have to be sick and you don't have to be broke. So the question is, where will you start? $729 or $1,990? Do you want to do this alone, by yourself, or do you want mentoring, coaching, hand-holding, people who will help you build your team and duplicate? Duplication is the key here. And with that $1,990 investment, you're going to have access to our VIP coaching and mentoring where we help you duplicate to where you get to that week 10 and you are reaping the benefits of an explosion of growth in your organization and radically changing people's health and finances. Where else can you invest less than $2,000? Make that investment back in 1 month and have a 5-figure weekly income locked in by week 10. Where else can you do it? 17-year-old company, wealthy owners, products in the physician's desk reference, and over 450 healthcare providers recommending these products across the country. Welcome to Pure.
You follow the system and you will see the results, and it'll literally change your life so then you can change other people's lives. Because again, you cannot operate at your prime. You can't 2.0 yourself. You can't be the best that you are and show up for other people who need you most if you're sick, tired, toxic, broke, and dependent. Once I just flooded myself with this plant-based nutrition so the body could heal itself, all of a sudden everything started to go back to normal. The sleep was better. Hot flashes, they're gone. My bowels, I'm like a champ. Inflammation, it's like 2 different people. This is not from exercise, everybody. This is from nutrition. This is from supplements and skincare.
To purchase products or get more information, go to savemyfreedom.us, click Get Healthy, 601-301-3503.
97% of your website visitors leave without converting. That's money leaking out. Our proprietary technology identifies these anonymous visitors in real time and turns them into verified contactable leads with some other key demographic information. Then it adds brand new buyers actively searching for what you're selling, filtered to your exact niche. It's intent and time-based lead generation that plugs the gaps and fills your calendar. So stop losing your own leads. You're paying to get people to your website. You're paying for the time and the effort to get them there. 97% of your website visitors leave without converting. No more. No more. So book a call today and start your 7-day free trial. Go to michelleswinick.com, michelleswinick.com. Book your 7-day free trial. Let's get on a call and let's turn your clicks into clients, customers, and cash. Ooh.
Welcome to the future of lead generation. Like most businesses, you work hard to attract the right prospects, yet many still slip through the cracks. With Lead Engine and Data Pulse working together, this breakthrough solution closes that gap, turning invisible clicks and hidden interest into real, actionable customers. Here's the reality. Most businesses waste money chasing the wrong people, while valuable website visitors disappear without converting. Studies show that up to 97% of site visitors leave without taking action. That means lost revenue, wasted ad dollars, and competitors reaching your prospects first. Our solution solves both sides of the problem. First, Lead Engine identifies brand new prospects already searching for your services. Then, Data Pulse recaptures the visitors who showed interest on your website but left before you could connect. Together, they create a complete pipeline of high-intent, high-value opportunities. Step 1 is Data Pulse visitor identification. Even the best websites lose most of their visitors without ever knowing who they were. DataPulse changes that. We can match a portion of those anonymous visitors to verified profiles, typically 15 to 25% on the low side and over 50% on the high side. Suddenly, those mystery clicks become real contacts you can follow up with through your CRM, sales team, or remarketing campaigns. And with pixel tracking, DataPulse takes it a step further. A simple line of code in your website header doesn't just identify visitors. It compares their activity and digital footprint against dozens of trusted data sources to create a more complete profile. Each visitor can be enriched with verified details like name, email, phone number, company, and job title. That means you don't just see traffic, you see who they are, what they're doing on your site, and you gain the information needed to follow up. From there, you can validate leads, measure campaign performance, and trigger automated follow-ups like coupons, reminders, or retargeting ads to close the gap between browsing and buying. Step 2 is Lead Engine, our intent-based lead generation tool. It monitors millions of online behaviors, searches, clicks, and article reads, tied to keywords specific to your services. When someone matches your targeting filters, like age, income, net worth, or homeowner status, they're flagged as in-market. Every record is verified, refreshed every 3 days, and delivered straight to your team, so you're always working fresh, accurate, high-intent leads. By combining Lead Engine intent data with DataPulse visitor identification, you get a complete full funnel system. You capture new prospects before they ever reach you, and you recapture the warm ones who already did. This lowers your cost per acquisition, increases your conversion rates, and maximizes the return on the marketing you're already paying for. The results are powerful. Because you're only targeting verified, high-intent prospects, your customer acquisition cost goes down. And because these clients are more prepared and financially ready, they tend to buy larger packages, stay longer, and refer others, which drives up your lifetime value. In short, you spend less to acquire customers who are worth more. All of this is done with compliance at the forefront. Every match is ethically sourced, privacy respectful, and legally aligned. No personally identifiable information is ever shared without consent. That means you get better results without taking on unnecessary risk. Don't just take our word for it. Businesses using DataPulse have seen real, measurable results. One e-commerce retailer, for example, generated over $200,000 in additional sales simply by retargeting visitors identified through our system. That's revenue they would have lost otherwise. When it comes to finding new customers, most tools only give you part of the puzzle. Zoom Info gives you names. Google sells you eyeballs. Lead Forensics tells you someone visited your site. i360 shows you who votes. But none of them deliver the whole picture. Only Lead Engine and DataPulse put it all together. Real-time search activity, match identities, enrich profiles, and ongoing visitor tracking. Why rent data when you can own your audience? Contact us today to explore our full suite of marketing tools.
We're your people, right? Because we're here to help people make money and get healthy. Because look, what does this say? What does this say? What does that say, Mike? Read that.
You can have everything in life that you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. How about that?
How about that? How about that? It's pretty much a brilliant statement by the great Zig Ziglar. And it's just a matter of, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep living the life that you're living? Or do you want to make a change, which requires 30 minutes a day, following some instructions, and make some money and get healthy? That's it. And have people there supporting you, showing you, guiding you, helping you. So you're not doing it by yourself. I did all that election stuff. I mean, Leo helped, but I did it all by myself. And I said, I don't want to do this stuff by myself anymore. I don't like doing things and starting from scratch and having to create it. If I'm going to do anything, I need a team. I want a group. I want people to support. I want a mentor. I want somebody to ask questions to. I don't want to have to spend hours trying to figure it out. It's all done. We figured it all out. It's already finished. You just got to follow the instructions. If you're coachable, that's a way, because otherwise at the end of the day, this is us. We're just a bunch of low-hanging fruit that is so low to the ground that it's literally rotting. The opportunity a lifetime. Don't let the opportunity of your lifetime be like the low-hanging, rotting fruit on the ground in 140-degree heat here in Maricopa County, Arizona. Don't let that be you.
Yeah.
Because 30 days is going to go by real quick. You're not getting any healthier and you're not getting any more money in the bank account. And you don't want to live like that.
It's all about an
live like that. You don't have to live like that. No
It's
more.
all about an ecosystem, which is very powerful.
But we did it. We put the ecosystem together. We put it together for the people. The business model of the people is now active. Okay? It's through the Save My Freedom movement. 2 complete digital platforms to build residual income, to get yourself healthy, to make more money, help other people, transform your life, get your time freedom back, get your health freedom back, get your financial freedom back, and a complete support staff and coaches and mentors who are making a hell of a lot of money, who have been doing this for a lot of years, and they know what they're doing, right? It's just, and you don't even have to do the work. They're working for you. All you got to do is invite somebody to a webinar or invite someone to call me, and we'll do all the rest. That's all you got to do. I don't do anything unless I've done it myself. I don't do anything half-assed. You guys should know that by now. I don't align myself with other people that are not, that aren't more successful than myself, because I need to learn from them. I don't know the stuff, right? I'm not there to reinvent the wheel. I'm just there to help make it spin faster, so everybody can be at the same pace, and let's do this. I'm telling you, this is amazing. It's the solutions, guys. It's the solutions. It's the easiest thing you can do in your life, and it will change everything. Look,
I will just say
there's
that
the sign.
taking the country back, as you hold up the sign, taking the country back starts with taking our lives back, and it's not just about taking back our votes, it's about taking back our health and taking about our financial freedom as well. So I commend you guys.
So yeah, go to savemyfreedom.us, savemyfreedom.us. You subscribe to the Substack.